What if I told you the most powerful medicine on earth is sold in every grocery store, requires no prescription, and most people walk right past it? Food is the only fuel your body will ever get. Every cell you own is built from things you chewed. Your skin rebuilds itself monthly. Your blood, every few months. The raw material for all of it, whatever was on your plate. Today, how to eat right at every age of your life. From your first bite to your 100th birthday. Stick around for the 5 rules at the end. They're the whole video in 1 minute. Let's start at the beginning. Kids. A child's brain uses almost half of all the energy their body burns. Half. That brain is literally building itself out of breakfast. Every neuron connection formed today was funded by this morning's toast. Which is why the sugar thing matters so much. Sugar gives kids a rocket launch, then a crash landing, attention span included. A sugary breakfast cereal can be a third candy by weight. We just don't call it dessert because it comes in a box with a tiger on it. Real food, eggs, oats, fruit, milk, burns slow and steady. That's what a growing brain wants. And picky eaters? A kid may need to see a food 10 times before trying it. Keep putting the broccoli on the plate. You're not failing. You're on attempt 6 of 10. Next up, teenagers. The construction site years. Between 13 and 25, your skeleton is banking calcium. Then the bank closes. Forever. Read that again. The bone density you build as a teenager is the bone density you retire with. Milk, yogurt, cheese, leafy greens. These are deposits into an account you can never top up later. Teen brains also rewire themselves at night. It's the biggest renovation project of your life. An energy drink at 9 p.m. sabotages the whole operation. Caffeine hangs around for 6 hours. And muscles growing an inch a year need protein. A lot of it. Eggs are cheaper than supplements and work better. Now the 20s, 30s, and 40s. The decades where diet quietly decides your future. Nothing dramatic happens in these years. That's exactly the trap. The damage and the gains are both invisible for decades. Here's the thing nobody tells you. After 30, you slowly start losing muscle unless you fight for it. Protein is the fight. Aim for some at every single meal. Eggs, chicken, fish, beans, yogurt. A rough target, about a palm-sized portion of protein, 3 times a day. Your hand is the measuring cup. It travels with you. Then there's fiber. Your gut is home to trillions of bacteria, and they eat what you eat. Feed them vegetables and they make chemicals that calm your whole body. Feed them junk and they riot. Your gut bacteria literally sends signals to your brain all day. A happy gut is a happy mood. This is real science, not a wellness slogan. 30 different plants a week is the gold standard. Sounds impossible, but herbs, nuts, seeds and beans all count. So the adult formula is boring and it works. Protein, plants, water, repeat until old. Now, the 50s and beyond. This is where food stops being a choice and becomes a strategy. Everything you heard about eating less as you age? Half right. Fewer calories. Yes. Less protein? Backwards. Older bodies need more. Because after 60, muscle loss speeds up to almost 1% a year. Muscle is your retirement fund, and it's leaking. Muscle is what gets you off the toilet at 80 without calling for help. That is what the protein is for. Independence. Vitamin D and calcium keep the skeleton from going quietly. Sunshine, fish, and dairy are the trio. And here's a strange one. Thirst breaks in older age. The alarm stops ringing even when the tank is empty. So don't drink on feeling. Drink on schedule. A glass with every meal and every pill. Quick myth break. 3 food lies everyone believes. Myth 1. Carbs make you fat. No. Excess calories make you fat. Bread isn't the villain. The third helping is. Myth 2. Detox teas and juice cleanses. You already own a detox system. It's called a liver, and it works for free. Myth 3. Eating late at night makes food more fattening. Calories can't tell time. What matters is what and how much, not when the clock says. Bonus myth. 8 glasses of water a day. There's nothing magic about 8. Your body has a built-in gauge. It's called P. Pale yellow means you're fine. And one more. Skipping breakfast isn't dangerous. For some people it's fine. What matters is what you eat across the whole day, not the ritual. Food and sleep are teammates. By the way, A heavy meal right before bed makes your body run a night shift it never asked for. Give dinner 2 or 3 hours to settle before lights out. Your morning self will thank you. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the pantry, ultra-processed food. That's anything engineered in a lab to be impossible to stop eating. Chips, candy, most cereal, most fast food. These foods are designed to sprint past your fullness alarm. That's not a moral failure, that's engineering. You can't out-willpower a food lab, but you can out-position it. Don't keep it in the house. If you have to drive to get it, you'll eat it once a week. If it's in the cupboard, you'll eat it once a day. Eating well is also cheaper than everyone thinks. The most nutritious foods in the store are embarrassingly cheap. Eggs, oats, beans, lentils, frozen vegetables, canned fish. Frozen produce is picked ripe and often beats fresh. A week of real food costs less than a week of takeout, every single time. Alright, the 5 rules that work at every age. Write these down. Rule 1. Eat things your great-grandmother would recognize as food. If it has a mascot and a slogan, it's probably not food, it's a product. Rule 2. Nobody, at any age, needs to drink their calories. 1 soda a day is over 50 pounds of sugar a year. Water is free and undefeated. Rule 3. Protein at every meal. Plants at most of them. Rule 4. The crinkly bag section of the store is not a food group. And Rule 5. You don't need a perfect diet. You need a decent one, repeated for decades. Because here's the secret. Your body isn't keeping score of single meals. It's keeping score of patterns. 1 birthday cake never hurt anyone. 365 snack days a year is a different story. Before you go, let's make this stupidly practical. Here's what a smart cart actually looks like. Eggs, the most complete cheap protein on earth, in the cart. A big bag of oats, breakfast for a month for the price of 1 takeout coffee. Frozen vegetables, 3 bags, no washing, no chopping, no going bad in the drawer while you feel guilty. Canned beans and lentils, fiber and protein in a can that lasts a decade. Canned fish, yogurt, a bag of apples, whatever fruit is on sale, the best fruit is the one you'll actually eat. Total damage, about the cost of 2 takeout meals, food for a week. And 1 breakfast upgrade that fixes half the day. Swap the sugary cereal for oats with fruit, or just eggs. That single swap flattens the morning sugar roller coaster for kids and adults alike. So whatever age you are right now, the best time to fix your plate was 20 years ago. The second best time is your next meal. Eat like you plan to live, because you do. If this helped, subscribe. Next up is the 6-day lifting plan for living longer. Your body will still be reading this channel in 40 years.